Welcome to the Elaine Academy of Online Learning for Estheticians. I look forward to learning with you today. We are going to talk about today an opening and closing ritual and the importance of that. Remember, many of your clients have never had a facial body treatment before. So I always like to have an opening and closing ritual at the beginning and the end of my service. Why is that important? First of all, your clients may never have had a facial before, and this may be the first time that they've been touched by a stranger that they don't know. So you must never lessen the importance of making your client feel comfortable. So I'm going to show you two ways today. I do this at the beginning and I do this at the end of each facial. What is it doing? Number one, it is saying hello to the clients. My hands are saying hello. So I'm going to start with my one version of my opening and closing ritual. So I go with one hand on the shoulder, one hand on the other shoulder, and I kind of stand in my warrior position. I stand or sit during the facial. I can tell you mostly I stand, and I usually do sit during the face and décolleté massage. So I'm going to go ahead and press gently, press, we call this compression. And then I sweep my arms around to the base of the occipital and I gently sway the head. 1, 2, 3, putting pressure at the base of the skull. Then I go back, 1, 2, 3, sweep round the shoulders, the trapezius, to the base of the occipital, and I gently rock the head. I do this 3 times. 1, 2, 3, sweep round to the base of the occipital, and I rock the head. 1, 2, 3, and then I gently feather off, which means just releasing gently. Why do I do that? I do that because, again, it has introduced her to my hands, to my touch, and to my rhythm. I do that at the end of the facial. So we're going to go ahead and repeat these movements. So let's say it's a conclusion of the facial. I've applied the SPF. I go ahead and I do it one more time. 1, 2, 3. I sweep around and I gently rock. 1, 2, 3. Sweeping around and gently rock. And I do it for a third time. 1, 2, 3. Sweep round the shoulders and gently rock. Now, at the end of the facial, I really believe in energy and receiving and releasing and letting go of energy. So I take a deep breath and I let go. And that is letting go of my client. It is also letting go of the energy. Because when you're working on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 clients a day, you're receiving and transferring a lot of energy, and you need energy to do what you need to do at home. You also need energy for the next day in the treatment room. So self-care is really important when you are in the treatment room, which we'll discuss in later trainings. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and show you another version of the opening and closing ritual. I place a towel in the warming cabinet, and I go ahead and I fold it over, and I gently guide it over underneath the neck. And this is warmed in the hot towel cabinet, and it's dry, it's not wet. And I go ahead and I do the compression. 1, 2, 3. Then I can go ahead and pull gently, not tugging, but just a gentle stretch. 1, 2, 3. Remember, I do things in sets of 3s. 1, 2, 3. A gentle stretch and a gentle rock. And then we go ahead and do it one more time. 1, 2, 3. And a gentle stretch and a gentle rock. 1, 2, 3. Remember, I'm going to do that at the beginning and the end of the treatment. Now I've got a décolleté towel that I can use on the décolleté to make sure that my table is tidy and clean and my client is comfortable. And so that is another opening and closing ritual. So I would do that at the beginning and the end of the facial. Your clients know when the end of the treatment is upon them because you're putting the SPF on. And sometimes we are rushing a little bit at the end because we're watching the clock. So that's why I do an ending ritual, because I like my clients to know it's not over. There is something else. It's another jewel that I have for you. And I promise you, when you incorporate high-tech, high-touch into your service, your clients will never go anywhere else. Yes, we all want to do microblading, we all want to do laser, we want to do dermaplaning, microneedling, plasma lift, whatever the services are that are more technical, high-tech, high-touch, results-oriented treatments within the spa environment, I still do an opening and closing ritual. And just think about if you're doing a microneedling, if you've got numbing on the face, that could be 20 minutes. There's a huge opportunity to do some touch therapy. So I want you to realize that the beautiful facials, the high touch facials, the therapeutic facials, as well as the more technical facials, all require a level of touch therapy for your client.